What's going on YouTube? Josh here, and I wanted to post a quick update on Cubase 13 Pro and how my time with it in the past few days has been going. And it's good. It's not great, not wonderful. I did start a project in it and I quickly bounced everything out and opened Logic because I hit a few roadblocks, not gonna lie. Long story short, turns out the roadblocks were myself. I wasn't doing something right. It was completely my fault. And I'm gonna show you guys my Cubase session that did not get finished inside of Cubase. Here is the song, country instrumental that I was working on. And I got this far and then I run into a snag, and I do that because again, it was my fault with my Contact 7. The MIDI wasn't mapping out properly, or so I thought, and turns out I just had some things not, embarrassingly enough, I was landing on the wrong key, and that's why it wasn't triggering the proper samples. So that was my fault. But I will go through some things that I really like so far about Cubase, and I want to make like a little mini series of maybe transitioning over to Cubase. I might switch over to Cubase as my primary DAW because it's got some really cool features that I really dig. And one of the main features and why I didn't switch over when Cubase 12 come out, if you look at the screen, this right here, this channel strip, this is very Logic-esque / Studio One-esque. There is a feature inside of Studio One, you can hit your little inspector and this pops up. That's something that I use all the time in my workflow, so it's kind of important to me to have it. They always had this one. Cubase always had this one, and it's got a lot of information, but I want to be able to click one of my inserts, one of my plugins if it's there, just click it and go with it. I really like the fact that they changed that. That's one of the big things that was a hindrance for me in version 12. And another reason that I really dig Cubase Pro 13 over the previous versions, this little button right here. Check it out. Please don't ask again. Okay, look, it's stereo. And now it's mono. That is something Cubase did not have in version 12, and Studio One's always had it, and even Logic has it, and it's such a big deal for me. I didn't realize how much I used it until it wasn't there in Cubase 12. So those are two big reasons why I really am kind of digging the workflow. Again, you can see I got all the way down to Contact, like I've got my drums and everything, all my MIDI. Let me scroll over, you can see everything. I love the chord track, by the way. Sidebar real quick, I love the fact that the arranger track and the chord track are actually tracks. You can grab them and you can move them anywhere you want to. I love that. I think that's amazing. Again, you know, the arranger track, and man, the arranger track, holy cow, it makes Studio One's look ridiculous. Like this thing, there is way more than meets the eye on this thing. You can do so much with this arranger track. Like I've got it highlighted and you can see everything over here. I can create different variations, different arrangements. I can commit them. I can open them in a whole new session. There's so much stuff you can do with it. And another reason I really dig Cubase, again, guys, going back to the chord pads, these things are so awesome. Again, the more you dig into Cubase Pro, the more stuff you find, and you're like, man, why do other DAWs not do this? I'm not saying it's the best DAW in the world because it still does have its quirks, and I will have more videos coming out as I find them. I am writing them all down, all the little quirks that I come across. But so far, man, especially with the stock plugins and everything, this DAW could very well be my go-to DAW. It might replace Studio One. Logic has always had a soft spot in my heart. I've always loved Logic, but this is kind of like Studio One and Logic had a love baby, and Cubase Pro 13 Pro is what you get, because again, 12 was there was still some things I didn't like about it that were kind of deal breakers for me. But Cubase 13, guys, that's the update. I just wanted to make this quick video updating on that. And remember, guys, it's called music theory, not music fact. Have a good one.